What would be like your last big like think piece? What would you want to say? Your last little big inspirational thing to help end this podcast?
Yes, it's something I said on Road Trip Nation, and it's something I say everywhere I go, whenever I speak. Do what you can with what you have right where you're at. Do what you can with what you have right where you're at. That's a quote from a president, I believe. It's said probably in a different way, but some lady said that to me in college. I wish I could remember who it was. I don't know, but I just remember those words. And it has been something that I followed my entire life since that moment. Because you'll find yourself in life having big dreams or goals, or even tough moments, maybe wanting to have a hard conversation or something like that. And you're just like, how do I do that? Like, how do I go about doing that? And if you take a step back and say, what can I do with what I have right where I'm at? You'll be surprised how far you can go. And I've just seen that happen over and over and over again in my life, from graduating Wichita State University with an aerospace engineering degree, but now wanting to sing. And like, how do I start singing? Like, I was known on campus, but now I'm like thrust into the world. Like, how do I, just ask a sports team if you can sing a national anthem for them. That's not at Wichita State. That's in the community. And you just, next thing you know, you just start growing and it leads to something else. Oh, I'm interested in starting this STEMusic company. I don't have, write one song. What did I have? My voice, my songwriting ability. Where was I at? Wichita, Kansas. And I just did it right then. And the next thing you know, it has 46 million views on YouTube. So you always see these big moments from people that maybe you look up to or whatever. And you're like, man, I could never do that, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just a firm believer in like, you never know what you can do if you don't start, if you don't try. And so, but a lot of times when people say, well, I hear you telling me to try, how do I try? Just do what you can with what you have right where you're at. Whether that's going up and looking on Google, like what's the first step to opening a restaurant, or what's the first step to opening a hair salon? What's the first step to, having a difficult conversation with somebody? Oh, I have to be vulnerable. Oh, I have to try to think about where they're at in life. Oh, I have to have grace. Like, all these things start coming out when you start searching for them. And so I think that's a huge thing that I've seen work wonders in my life. I'll close with this story that kind of shows the application of it. I love singing national anthems. I just mentioned singing one for the Kansas City Current. I always wanted to sing a national anthem on live television. The reason why I sing national anthems is because of Whitney Houston. Heard her national anthem when I was in high school. That started like, I want to do what she does. She moved me with that song. Like, how do I do that? And then also my dad's in the Army and, Tuskegee Airmen and other things. And so I was like, I want to sing on national television one day. That would be awesome. Does Roy know a producer for CBS, NBC? No, I don't know anybody. Like, what? Do I have any connection? No. Okay, what do I have? My voice and knowing how to sing the national anthem. Okay, start singing. Wichita State. Then from Wichita State, the Royals have Wichita State Day at the K. Oh, Roy, do you want to sing for this Royals game? Yes. Oh my gosh, sing for the Royals. Then I'm singing for the Chiefs. Then I'm singing for the Oklahoma City Thunder when they came to play in Wichita for the exhibit games that they used to do back in the day. Then it's like, okay, now I'm singing for this other, team. And then next thing you know, randomly, I'm just living life and I get a call and someone says, hey, we got your video from the Chiefs or from the Royals or something. We have the men's USA soccer team coming to Kansas City and they're going to play in the Sporting Kansas City Stadium. And we got your name for the national anthem. Would you be up for that? And I'm like, yes. I don't know if you follow Marvel, but like the Infinity Stones, what's the guy's name who had the Infinity Stones? Thanos. I kind of treat the national anthem like that with different sports. So I'm like, I'm collecting football. I'm collecting so baseball, basketball. I've gotten soccer now.
We need hockey.
Women's soccer. I need hockey. I've done minor league hockey, but I would love to do NHL. So that's
all right, Thanos.
Okay.
Get to
it.
It.
So yes. I'm like, oh, awesome, soccer. That'll be a new, stone.
Yeah.
And so then
I wish we had a graphic right now.
Right.
And
so I'm like, cool. And so he's like, yep, here's the information. Okay, cool. I'm ready. I'm excited. And like 2 days before I'm getting ready to drive up to Kansas City, he calls. He's like, I just want to confirm everything. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, by the way, you're going to be singing on live television on Fox in front of millions of people. So we just want to make sure you're okay with that. And I'm like, what? Like, oh my gosh, something that I wasn't, because I've done so many anthems, like that's never a part of it. And so I just couldn't believe it. And sure enough, got there, standing there, that red light came on and I'm on national television. Family got to see me all across the country. It was crazy, but that all started from singing national anthems at Wichita State University for the Shockers. So I just want people to understand, like, you really can do what it is that you're pursuing, what you believe in, what you dream of, by just doing what you can with what you have right where you're at.
Right where you're at. Man, thank you so much for that.
So good. Oh.
Thank you